So I'm going to turn it over to you guys. If you want to hear a quick story about how I realized I was going to be a sword swallower, or do you want to hear a funny story from the road? I've been performing for 18 years. Professionally, I've been to 70 countries. I've been to all 50 states. So what do you guys want? You want a story from the road?
Story from the road.
Story from the road?
How you realize when you first sword?
How did I realize I wanted to become a sword swallower? Okay. So, funny thing is, just a couple weeks ago, I got a package in the mail from my mom. Had no idea what she'd sent. Open it up, it's old photos and my baby book. I was slightly terrified to flip through the baby book, but it was entertaining. And one of the most entertaining things to me was on one of the early pages, she said that my favorite toy as a child was a mobile over my crib. And she would, as long as that thing was turning, as long as that thing was spinning, I would lay in the crib with that singular focus for hours. And little did she know when she wrote that 38 years ago that that would be a defining characteristic of my life. I've always been able to have a laser pinpointed focus on whatever I'm going after. And that's exactly the thing you need to become a sword swallower. It takes years and years and years of practice, dedication, breath control. It's very yogic. Anybody do yoga? So yoga, yeah, it's very similar principles to yoga. It's controlling the body, and I'm going to do a little more of that right now. So this is a 31-inch sword. This goes all the way to the bottom of my stomach. This is my favorite sword. It is 18 inches. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Do you want me to swallow my favorite sword? Or this one right here?
Yeah.
All right. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. Which? No. So this one right here was actually just given to me by a really, really wonderful friend. This is my first time swallowing it.
Oh, wow.
In a performance. I have tried it a few times. And it's especially special because he's sitting right here. This is Mr. Dan Meyer, one of my best friends. A world-renowned, if there was a godfather of sword swallowing, that's him right there. He has 39 world records and has been an incredible inspiration to me in the many, many years we've been friends. So thank you so much for this sword. I'm very grateful.
I'm honored to be able to see you do it for the first time in public.
To hopefully do it for the first time in public. So I am going to hit the ceiling for sure, so I may have to adjust everything here, but bottoms up. This one will travel down my throat, past the lungs, through the esophageal sphincter, which is the opening at the top of the stomach, and stop only when it reaches the bottom of my foot. I got it.
You're going to push the ceiling tile off.
Yeah, maybe we could do that.
No, I'm going to hit that too. Problem of being 6'5" and having a 30-some-odd inch sword you're trying to
You might
swallow.
have to go like on the, more on the stage.
Yeah.
Or it may be that you shouldn't say.
That should work.
Maybe that'll work.
Maybe.
I can try kneeling too.
That's right.
I do have one sword left here on the board that I would like to swallow for you, and that will conclude my presentation for the evening. But I'm not just going to swallow this little guy. This is my favorite sword. I'm also going to juggle this knife, this saw blade, and most dangerous of all, this juggling club.
Radioactive.
So, Peyton, we're going to put you to work one more time. You hold that. Once I get the sword down, you hand those to me, okay?
Can I ask why is your favorite sword?
Good
Question.
Why is it my favorite sword?
Yes.
Because it's the littlest. Every sword has a very special relationship. Many sword swallowers shape their swords by hand. They don't do it with machines. They actually develop a very close relationship with an item in a way you normally wouldn't. Maybe imagine your favorite pair of shoes you've ever had in your whole life. It's like that times 1,000. In fact, I have a sword for you. Since you gave me the one, I have one for you as well.
Sweet.
So, so it's a very special thing when sword swallowers exchange swords, and yeah, the swords never really get retired. They get passed from person to person. It's really quite an interesting dynamic in a very small community. There's fewer than 100 of us in the world. There's more billionaires than sword swallowers in the world. I should have been a billionaire.
I think you can do it on the stage so if you mess up, you don't hit us with you.
She's asking if I can do it on the stage, so if I mess up, I don't drop them on her. I actually won't be able to see with the lights. I'm probably going to do it right. Dad, I'll take this from you. Just give it up for Peyton one more time. She did great. This will be my final trick for you this evening. Thank you so much for watching my little show here. I may have to do this kneeling too, but that's okay.
Wow.
Have a wonderful evening. Hope to see you guys again.